Saturday, unbelievable win. Jeremiah Franklin, who I know has been with you guys since 2022, but he was a star on Saturday. And I liked him even more listening to him speak to media after, saying that you guys can't stay complacent. It was 66 points on the board for you guys, but, week one against Fordham, moving forward, how do you make sure that these guys don't stay complacent as you get ready for Michigan State?
Yeah, Jeremiah is awesome, and I appreciate you pointing that out because he's a great guy, and he stayed loyal to Boston College. He really could have gone to a few other places after last year, and he stayed loyal to us. Yeah, I like this team. They showed up to practice. We practice on Sundays, the day after the game. They were ready to go. Tuesday was decent. Yesterday was really good. So I can only go by what I see. We try to approach it as 12 one-game seasons and try to teach each game plan in a way that, is specific to that opponent. And so I feel like these guys are on the right track, but this is going to be a tough game. I mean, we're on the road. It'll be loud. It'll be a great environment for college football, and we got to show up ready to go.
Bill, you talk about being on the road this week. You think about a team like Fordham. It's a game where I think you go out there, your expectations are to do what you do. When you go into a game like Michigan State, how do you make sure that guys, or what do you take away from beating a team like Fordham and the expectations, and then trying to carry that over to an opponent like Michigan State, where it's going to be a much harder test?
I mean, you show them the tape. You really do. I think you show them obviously the Fordham tape, where I know what the final score was, but there were times in the game where we have to play better. And I think our guys realize that, especially, the running game on offense. Fordham was able to do some things that, stop the run. And so we showed them the tape, and then we quickly transitioned to Michigan State and show them that tape, and they can tell, like, nothing against Fordham. I have great respect for Joe Conlon. Fordham is, I think, going to do a good job in the Patriot League. But, this is the Big Ten team. This is Michigan State. I think our players really understand that. And, we showed to them on tape, and they got to go out there and execute. And like I said, yesterday's practice I thought was really, really good. So hopefully this carries over to today, which carries over to Saturday.
Obviously, you guys get that win, but as a head coach, there's always things that you specifically want them to improve on. What do you hope that they do better in week 2?
We have to run the ball better on offense. I think that's part of who we are. We have to be able to run the football to set up the play-action game, which I think is a really good part of our offense. But if you can't run it, then they're not going to respect the play-action game. So we've got to be able to establish the running game. And then I think defensively, I like a lot of the things that we did, but we've got to start the game better. I really think that these early season games come down to, like, taking care of the ball, your ability to take the ball away, and then tackling. And I thought early in the game we didn't tackle as good as we did as the game went on. It got a lot better. So I think tackling is going to be big on Saturday night. We got to be able to do a good job of getting these guys on the ground.
Billy, did you see, I'm sure you did, the Florida State upset over Alabama over the weekend?
I didn't see it, but I saw highlights of it.
Yeah,
I didn't see the game.
Right. A lot of backlash against BC with Castellanos' success there at Florida State. Obviously, didn't end well here. He seemed unhappy. What do you make of the ending with the Eagles and his big win in week 1?
Yeah, no, I understand it. I mean, look, we supported Tommy. We really did. We had a quarterback situation here where we felt like Grayson gave us the best chance to win at that point in the season. And we supported Tommy all the way in many different ways. And look, we've wished Tommy the best. And, he had a good football game against Alabama. And, like I said, we wish him the best. It's a great fit for him at Florida State. And we feel like we're doing the right things here at Boston College. So, wish him the best, like I said, and congratulations on that win.
We spent some time yesterday because Ryan Clark had suggested it on Arch Manning. Do you think that the media plays a role in too much hype around players like that at times?
I think the media is awesome. It's a huge part of college football. I mean, the interest in the game right now is incredible. The thing that I think is it's only one game. So whether you're talking about us over Fordham or Florida State over Alabama or, Ohio State over Texas, there's 11 games to go. So, it's just one game. So, the biggest thing that you can do, and I learned a lot about this, in my career, is a lot of times there's a big jump from week 1 to week 2. You guys know better than anybody. In New England, a lot of times we started out, 2-2 or 3-2, and we're trying to find out who we were, and all of a sudden we hit a hot streak and we get going. So, I think that it's only one game. That's all I say. But I think the media coverage of college football, just the fact that you guys have me on the show, just all of it is awesome for college football, and I think that's why it's such a great game right now that people love watching.
Bill, you've been in college football a couple different times as a head coach. Obviously, Belichick, his first go at it. What are some of the things? I'm with you. It's only week 1, so I'm not hitting the eject button on UNC or Arch Manning. But what are some of the difficulties that Bill is going to have to figure out, because he's been in the NFL, and the difference with college football for him to understand, to be able to turn things around down there at UNC?
Yeah, I think it would never be me to really give Bill Belichick advice, right? I mean, it's just that's not really the where I'm at. But I will say this. First of all, TCU is very good. They have a program that, has been built up over time. Gary Patterson did a great job there. Sonny Dykes is doing a great job there. They were in the Final Four, I think, only a couple of years ago. They've had, great success over the years, very good recruiting philosophy there. And so that's a tough opener. And I think what you find in college football is there's a big difference between college football and professional football. These guys go to class. There's different rules. There's different time elements during the week that you can spend with these guys. You can't meet with them. When you're coaching in the pros, your team meeting starts at 8. You got probably an hour and a half, 2 hours to install a game plan. Whereas in college football, you have 20 minutes, on a daily basis, 30 minutes, because you got to get them out of practice so they can go to lunch and go to class. And so, that's there's a big difference between college and pro, and I'm sure, he'll figure it out. And again, you said it best, Wig. It's one game. That's what I'm trying to say. It's one game. And, it's a long way before the season's over.
I have an idea, though, but now that you're 1-0 and he's 0-1, BC, the 33rd NFL team. What do you think, Billy? This is just my opinion. I mean, I would never go down that road. You've got these teams in college football that, are really excellent teams. I mean, so who are we to say that? I'm just speaking for Boston College. Who are we to say that we're the 33rd? We have 94 years of NFL coaching experience on the staff, but we're not going to tell people that we're the 33rd NFL team. That's for sure. It's just not really the road that I'm going to travel down.
Is Mrs. O'Brien ever out there on the sideline with you, during warm-ups, or?
No. Mrs. O'Brien she's tailgating, and then she sits up in her seat. She's a 92 grad at Boston College, so
okay.
She has a lot of buddies that come back to these games, and she's seen a lot of games. So she's kind of a veteran football wife, so she's up in the stands watching the game.
Bill better than we do. There are some, I think it's ridiculous. There are some who are suggesting that if it goes this way, rest of the season or at times during the season, he is one and done, and there are some saying he might be done mid-season. Where are you on that, knowing him as well as you do?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I there's just no way. I mean, he's in fantastic health. He looks good. He's I know I saw him at the ACC meetings, and before the season started, he's excited. Look, it's tough. It's hard with your first game. I mean, I remember my first game at Penn State. I was replacing Joe Paterno. We lost the game. I told my wife when I got home that night, this is 2012, I said, look, we're not going to be here very long. If we don't figure this out. But we figured it out, and we won some games there. And I think that's the big thing is, like I was saying earlier, it's just one game. It wasn't a good game. Just like our game, yeah, it looks great for us, but I don't know. Like, nothing against Fordham, but like the competition is going to get a lot better here very quickly. So it's just one game, and we all have to be ready to go in week 2.
You should write a book about that Penn State job because you undersell it. What you walked into there and to turn that around was unbelievable.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we had awesome people there, Curtis. We really did. We had great kids. It's a little bit like this here. Like, we had awesome kids that loved the school, and we had a really good staff. A lot of great people around me there. It was awesome.
Who do you like Sunday at Gillette?
I like the Patriots, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, it's a home opener. I think it's great to start off at home. You know, I think they got a good thing going, and Mike's gonna have those guys ready to play. And you know, you guys know how I feel about the staff, and I don't know the players very well there, and most of those guys, except for like Pop Douglas, you know, they're the guys that I coached when I was there. They're gone, but you know, they've got some really good guys. It seems like, and excited for them to get off to a great start.
We refer to the ones that are gone as the Elliott Wolf picks on this show.
I don't.
But listen, it's always great to talk to you. I will be sending over contraband dropkick song with important meaning to BC, and so let's try to make this moonshot happen.
And I'll get Bears to give you my burner phone.
Yeah,
He'll give you my burner phone.
No. I want the. I mean, you and we've never had dinner. Like, I mean, I
know.
I want the number. I mean, I honestly, I wouldn't mind throwing you an occasional strategy text mid-game.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely. You know, I hear you talk about all your, you know, the seaport and where you go to dinner, and I'm like, and nobody, if you know me, nobody likes to eat more than me. Yeah. So someday we'll go to dinner.
Yeah, dinner on me. Well, all right. I'll pick up the tab.
You two could battle it out.
I mean, if you can you expense it? Like, you probably can expense it with Boston College. So maybe.
You don't know too much about Boston College.
That's a recruiting violation.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I won't be able to expense it.
That's a violation right there, buddy.
All right, Bill O'Brien, you are the best. Thanks for taking the time, and we'll talk to you again next week. And good luck. Good luck.
You guys.
All right,
Thank you.
All right. That is the great Bill O'Brien.